Alright, family. Hey, it's Sunday. It is about 8:35 p.m. and I want to welcome you to another edition of Melanie Economic News. Alright, family. We're going to start off with some news about Fitch Credit Rating Agency. Alright, there are three major credit rating agencies that the corporations and governments go by. Alright, that is Standard & Poor's, that is Moody's Investor Standards, and S&P and Fitch. All right, those are the three credit rating agencies. All right, so we're gonna start off with them downgrading multiple day on Friday. The downgrades have begun, as I put it up on Facebook about the coming broadcast of today. All right, family. So let's get it started. We're gonna start off with Fitch downgrades. All right, the most one I got here was Fitch and this was a double whammy. All right, family. Fitch and Moody's downgrade Occidental oil to junk status. They're one of the fallen angels. All right, we'll go over what fallen angels is in the corporation world means in a second. All right, family. They downgraded the oil company to double B plus. They're no longer on triple rate status, a triple status, not triple A plus, not triple A negative, not triple B plus, not triple B negative. They were at double B negative. All right, family. Essentially, they went to junk status. All right, family. That means nobody's going to want to lend to them. Nobody's want to buy their bonds or anything else. All right, family. But also, this is from EnergyVice.com. Occidental Petroleum was downgraded to junk by Fitch Ratings as it struggles to combat sharp declines in oil prices, making the biggest falling angel in this downgrade cycle. All right, family. That is actually a headline from EnergyVice.com. So go ahead and look that up, family. All right. Also, this wasn't the only thing. All right, the retail sector was hit too. The downgrades include Levi's, Kohl's, Dillard's, Signet Jewelers, Capri, Macy's, JCPenney, and Nordstrom. All right, these are the retail sector. All right, that have been hit hard. All right, and as most people know, family, you need to understand that these retail sectors, these businesses, corporations, were already in a downslide. If you go to the mall, if you remember going to the malls, these stores were shuttering. Businesses everywhere. People were hardly going. People just were not going and paying the prices that they wanted to pay. All right, family. So they were already shuttering, hemorrhaging money, and they all received a downgrade. All right, family. We're going to take a look now. If you remember what a fallen angel is, this is according to the corporate world. All right, family. This is according to www.investopedo.com. All right. Fallen angels. What is a fallen angel? A fallen angel, according to the corporate world, not according to the religious world, but a corporate world. A fallen angel in the investing world is a bond that was initially given to an investment grade rating, but has since been reduced to junk bond status. The downgrade is caused by deterioration in the financial conditions of the issuer. So when they issue a bond, they issue a bond in forward credit status, it means they're good to go. But when they're officially junk bond status, and also they've accumulated a fallen angel status, that means nobody wants to do business with them. They've maxed out their credit rating, and they are essentially left out in the open by the credit rating agencies and the banks. All right, so nobody wants to issue to them. All right. All right, family. And just people think that this is not bad enough. We have reports. We're getting reports here at the Miller Economic News Channel that this has gotten bad enough to that there were actually vacant lots, boarded up stores on Fifth Avenue in New York City. Now, if most people don't understand, Fifth Avenue in New York City, in Manhattan, that is the creme. That's supposed to be the creme de la creme. If you got a shop on there, that means you're the creme de la creme of what they call shopping. That means you can't come in there and buy anything unless you're willing to pay something in between. That started the minimum of $5,000 US. All right, you talking about 4, 5, and 6 figure to buy something on Fifth Avenue. All right, so we have boarded up businesses on Fifth Avenue in New York City. All right, most people think about Tiffany's up there. All right, family. All right. And we're gonna switch over to this other story that's kind of very important. Most people realize that the stimulus bill has been signed. It has been signed, family. But what most people don't know is this is the first stimulus bill where the people are going to actually get some money. Remember back the stimulus bill during the Obama administration, the banks got the stimulus, and they didn't want to lend to anybody. This time, we got a stimulus bill where the people are getting a short-term relief. All right, remember, family, this is a short-term relief. All right, but we're looking at stories about about companies. The actual companies themselves are getting a bailout too. In order to meet this bailout, with the stringent requirements that the bailouts go to companies that they must spend it on. The first one is spend it on their employees to pay their employees and operating expenses. So these companies got smart. So they're now laying off or outright firing their employees to meet that deadline. So when they do get the bailout from the government, they have the money to themselves. Some companies are already offering an actual buyout option for their employees' contracts or their work or their employees, so they don't have to pay them. All right. So when they get that money, it goes straight to them. That is outright criminal what they're doing. All right, family. All right. We're gonna switch over to the unemployment. All right. We reported earlier on this channel that the unemployment, 10 million people have reported for unemployment benefits. All right, but we're going to switch over to an article from dailytorch.com. All right. All right. In this report here, you can actually read it. Up to 13 million jobs lost in the last month amid government closing economy to win war on Chinese coronavirus. All right, I know this big issue. People are saying you shouldn't say Chinese coronavirus virus, but I'm gonna say it, family, because they had the Spanish flu virus, they had the Ebola virus, and nobody cared. All right, this started up in Wuhan, China. So I'm reading off the headline about from TorchDaily.com. All right, family. All right, and essentially, this is a long article they had, but the Bureau of Labor Statistics and according to the labor force rate has not accounted for the extra 3 million people that has. They're waiting for the April report or the mid-April report to come out before they announce that, hey, basically this has been up to 13 million people. All right, family. I'm sorry about that. 13 million people have lost their jobs and are now applying for unemployment benefits. All right, family. This is coming from dailytorch.com. All right. All right, let's switch over to oil. All right, family. This is a big one that's coming on tomorrow when the stock markets come up. All right, family. All right. Let's look at the oil price. All right. Oil. We already know that Saudi dumped oil all onto the market, which caused the price drops. Now, yes, family, we've benefited as a family from the lower gas prices, from up to $2.60 a gallon down to, as far as I done seen it, $1.43 a gallon over the many different places that I travel to, family. All right, where I live at. All right. After this is coming from ZeroHedge.com. After oil rally, oil faces collapse as new feud erupts between Saudi and Russia. Monday, OPEC Plus meeting canceled. All right. So, in reality, overseas, outside the U.S., they're already in Monday. Okay. They're already in Monday, and we are in Sunday. So that means their oil meeting is canceled. Saudi decided to flood the world with oil. The two biggest oil producers in the world are Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Russia. All right. So they decided to cancel their meeting. That means Saudi will continue to flood the world with oil, which means when you wake up in the morning, according to ZeroHedge.com, and this ain't the only one, I'm just reporting this one, that guess what, family? Expect the market to continue with the oil price to drag the markets down. All right. Well, thank you. We're going to move on to the next topic. All right. We're going to go ahead and into a topic which I find the most disturbing. All right. This is a very, very disturbing issue that's going on. the state of Vermont. Yes, family. You may not think it's important because the state of Vermont is not that big, but the state of Vermont has banned the sale of food seeds to the general public. Yes, family. I guess the governor up there earlier had decided to ban non-essential items to the public. So they have indeed they have shown that food seeds are not on the list of non-essential items to the public. These are seeds that people go and actually buy for so they can plant their own gardens and food and everything else, family. But it's not just the state of Vermont. We have reports coming in from Colorado. There's a city in Colorado. Colorado has done it. And there's a city in Massachusetts. I think it's the city in Delaware. There's also Delaware too. Delaware is Horvat, Delaware. Alright? Horvat, Delaware. We've got reports from there that they also done the same thing. And a town in Massachusetts has also done the same thing. Why they have decided to ban people from buying seeds so they can plant their own gardens, family, that is a mystery. It is Orwellian. It is draconian. It has everything to do with people not being able to be self-sustainable. Alright, family? So that is really big major news, okay, family? Alright? Alright, family. We got fallen angels. Alright? Some of the we went over the fallen angels, Occidental Oil, and it's not the only oil company that stands to lose, alright, family? There's a bunch of more oil companies that stand to go ahead and lose after this because they're going to be downgraded too. The credit agencies are downgraded, not just U.S. companies, but they're doing it overseas too, family. We'll cover that in the next story or in the future broadcast. All right, family? Well, we're going to go into our final story about the fighting that is going on, that is broken out between the COMEX and the LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association, all right, and the COMEX here in the U.S. They're now blaming each other. They're not going head-to-head on the price of gold, all right? And we're looking at the price of gold here. It's about right now. It stands at about just over 16,000, almost close to $1,700 an ounce. Family, they're going at it. The COMEX has done something is extraordinarily dastardly. They've announced they can have a futures contract of a $400 gold ounce. All right, a 400 ounce gold bar. There is no such gold ounce bar in existence. Alright, but they're going to base the futures contract out on a 400 gold ounce bar. That does not exist. It does not exist one bit, family. Alright? And LBMA, that is the London Bullion Market Association. Alright, family, that's based out of London, England. They're going back and forth with the COMEX about the price, and pretty much nobody wants to take the blame for what's going on. Alright, with the suppression of the gold price. You have a convergence, you have two convergence. Right, you have the paper gold market and the physical gold market. Alright, the paper market is what the paper contracts is. Those contracts are just thrown out left and right. And you have the physical market, which is what you can have inside your hand. Alright? Here's the golden rule, family. If you can't touch it in your hand, you don't own it. If you don't have it in your hand physically, you can touch it, you don't own it. Alright, family? Alright, we covered a lot for today. Thank you, family, for joining for another edition of Lincoln News. We'll see you in the morning before I have to go to work. Alright, we'll go over the futures market and many other stories. Alright, family? Thank you for joining me on the edition of Lincoln News. Take it easy, family. Get together, protect our people, protect our communities, family. Alright? Once again, thank you for joining for another Lincoln News. Let's get it started, family.